It won an award last week at the Cannes Film Festival, and it picked up accolades when it was launched at Sundance earlier this year. It's a low-budget film made for less than $1 million called Fruitvale Station, and it's been getting a lot of attention. It's a real antidote to the kind of fantasy Hollywood has been peddling during blockbuster season. It's based on a real incident, a shooting that took place on a station platform at Fruitvale in California on January the 1st, 2009. This is the actual event as it was captured on a bystander's mobile phone. The apprehension of a group of young men following an altercation on a train, and then the lethal shooting of one of them by a police officer. The film starts with footage of the incident. The young man who was killed was 22-year-old Oscar Grant. Fruitvale Station's prime focus is looking back at his last day.
Oscar? Oscar from Pharmacia?
You learn a lot about Grant, who had a girlfriend and a daughter. The film is the first feature from director Ryan Coogler.
The shooting affected me on several levels. On a personal level of being basically one of Oscar's contemporaries, somebody who's the same age, from a similar area, from a similar background. It affected me on that personal level. Also, having been in similar situations involving law enforcement and misunderstandings. So when I saw the footage, it very easily could have been me and my friends in that situation. So it was horrifying to see.
Oscar Grant is portrayed by Michael B. Jordan. Melanie Diaz plays his girlfriend. Grant comes across as a young man who was far from perfect, but had humanity.
And he was a people pleaser. He wanted to make everybody happy, especially the women in his life, his daughter, his mother, his fiance. And he just, being a young kid at 22, I'm 26, you know, at 22, you don't have all the answers and you're still trying to figure it out. So sometimes you might think, you know, you're going the right direction and, you know, it might take you, you know, off track a little bit. So I just think he was a kid trying to find his way.
One of the best performances in the film comes from Oscar winner Octavia Spencer as Oscar Grant's mother. This film is a relationship drama, but it deals with the issue of often fatal encounters between the police in the US and young African-American men.
I definitely think that it's a necessary subject because it seems that when these incidents occur, that these young lives are so expendable. And the more we see life reflected in art, perhaps, you know, we will examine how we treat each other and see each other as human beings.
This film is going to go around the world. What image of America will it convey? What will it tell audiences outside of America that they don't know about America? Or what way will it perhaps surprise them?
Well, I think America is like any other country. We are strong, we're beautiful, but we have pimples. You know, our complexion isn't as beautiful and clear as it should be. And if we were perfect, then how would we evolve and grow? I think it'll show just, you know, it's a truth, unfortunately.
Why can't you tell me what is going on? What is the problem?
Oscar Grant has left behind relatives and loved ones.
They've been very supportive throughout the process. They had a chance to see the film at its world premiere at the Sundance Film Festival. That was the first time that they saw it. And their response, though they had a difficult, you know, viewing experience, be it that the difficult subject matter and facets of Oscar's life that we show and the violence that happens to him, but they responded positively afterwards.
5, 4, 3.
Fruitvale Station is a small film that's become a success story. Industry insiders expect its profile will continue to grow and that it could become a contender during awards season later on in the year.
Next stop, Fruitvale Station.